Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is
something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with the blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Bertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
Thanks to you. faithfully standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
We welcome you
Greetings and welcome to the Nest tonight. They're all decked out in black for a showdown in the Circle City Conference between homeside Guerin Catholic and visiting Covenant Christian. Christoph Kendrick, I'm Jim Barber. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Bertner Electric provides quality electrical services in Central Indiana. By Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. By Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. By Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And by the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Watch the best Division III basketball on IHSAA TV, where you always have front row seats. Tonight is the return of Jack Cherry, the outstanding senior guard for the Golden Eagles, who's been out with a broken leg, and also a bug as he was ready to come back a game previous with Chittard. So walk me through, if you will, Christoph, what we might expect from him in limited time tonight.
Well, I think he's going to come in. He's going to change the dynamic of the game for Guerin Catholic. I mean, here they are. They're 10-4 without him. He was, one of their leading scorers last year, top point guard. So with him back, it's going to give some more confidence to the Golden Eagles. And it's going to end up being a blessing for them as the season goes on and they go into the 3A state tournament, that they played 14 games without him. And they've played a very challenging schedule, and it's only going to get more challenging here the next 4, 5, 6 games as well. So starting with tonight and then tomorrow night with Cathedral. So I think what Guerin can take out of this is a lot of experience for other players, and they can feel really good about getting their lead guy back.
Bobby Allen, the head coach in year number 6 for Guerin Catholic, says he's not going to play Cherry more than 3-minute intervals, and he's not 100%. Does that surprise you at all?
No, not really. I think you want to kind of ease him back into it, and maybe if you need him tomorrow against Cathedral, you can play him a little bit more. But I think this team's got a pretty good, chemistry going without him right now. And if they do what they should, and they play their capabilities, they should be able to handle this game tonight without much from Cherry.
You can tell the students are back because of the decked out in black colors. So it's going to be loud in here, even though it's a packed side on Guerin Catholic, pretty close to that. And Covenant Christian has still got some people filing in. Covenant Christian has a lot of balanced scoring, but nobody really sticks out yet. And yet Bobby Allen is concerned because he thinks all 5 can score. How do you document their lineup tonight?
Yeah, you look at their stats, and they've got, 6 guys averaging 6 points or better. No one above 9.6, no one below 6.1. So you just need to be, when you do your scout on them, you need to make sure you know all their tendencies. Are they 3-point?
Well, you were saying before we were rudely interrupted about the balance of Covenant Christian and what kind of problems that might pose tonight.
Yeah, when you're balanced, you think you could have a guy. They've had 6 guys going double figures this year. All 6 of those guys, including obviously one off the bench of their 6, hit double figures and helped them win games, and they've played a good schedule. So Covenant's seen a lot of different teams, a lot of different styles, a lot of different defenses. So they're going to be ready to play Guerin Catholic tonight. This isn't a walkover game, but it's a game where if Guerin does what they should do and they pay attention to the scout and the tendencies of these Covenant players, they should come out on top.
So there's Jack Cherry in your picture right now. Broken leg suffered back in football season. Then he was ready to go against Chittard last week, and the bug hit him, a virus, so he wasn't able to go. And now he's out there tonight in his first game. Your former player, take us through the mind of Jack Cherry right now.
Well, he's going to have a little bit of jitters, I think. This is normal. That's human nature, right? But he's also an experienced veteran. He's been around. He plays on their very good football team here as well. So he's played in a lot of high-level, athletic events. So I think he's going to use this game tonight to come back. You might see him struggle a little early, try to get acclimated. But like I said, he's a vet. He knows his teammates. He trusts them. I think he'll fit right back in. And, 2 or 3 games in, they'll pick up right where they left off.
Bobby Allen, his head coach, wants this team to drive the ball more. He feels that they're not shooting as many free throws as they should, and also the percentage low at 63%. Will that be an answer then?
Could be. It very well could be. I mean, you want to attack. This is a team, Guerin, that can shoot threes, and you don't want to fall in love with it, right? But especially when you've got 2 bigger guys like Morans and Cardinal, you can go to inside. So I think Coach Allen, he's looking to make his team the best they can be. And if opponents have to scout them for their ability to drive the basketball, it just makes them all that much tougher to beat.
Good point. We'll come back with the opening tip. First quarter tonight of Big Circle City Conference game here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo.
You see my kid?
Yeah.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state.
Senior number 3, Neff Farrell. Senior number 11, Paxton Bacon. Junior number 12, Joe Midla. Senior number 44, Nathan Crane. The Warriors are coached by Mr. Scott Flack. And now the starters for your Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. A senior number 1, Jack Channing. Senior number 4, Andy Guerin. Senior number 22, Dylan Moran. Junior number 35, Bryson Cardinal.
invite you to unleash the power of passion. IndianaSRN, always a front row seat. Contact us at sales@IndianaSRN.org to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package that maximizes your brand and exposure. Central Indiana sports leader. How about the big grin that Jack Cherry had on his face and the applause he got for being introduced for his first game?
Well, it's great to see that, the Guerin Catholic fans and the students certainly welcoming him back. I know that'll make him feel at ease as well, so good for him. The point of it, you love to see kids play sports and get enjoyment out of it, and that's what we saw.
Home white, Guerin Catholic visiting black Covenant Christian. And with Christoph Kendrick, Jim Barber, great to have you along tonight as the unbeaten in Circle City play. Golden Eagles at 3-0 face Covenant Christian, the Warriors at 0-2. And let's see if the plan to drive the ball more changes now with the appearance of number 1 with the ball. Drop down Bryson Cardinal. And a rebound hauled down by Covenant Christian and Nathan Crane.
Good first play there. I think Cardinal might have overthought it with his draw through right there. Could have just gone up. But nonetheless, good move, good play. It's a good start for Guerin if you're going to be getting shots like that all game.
Warriors with the ball come in off of a win the other night against Columbus North, which stopped a 4-game losing streak. And they'll be in the Indiana City tournament you'll see next week, facing Crystal House early in the week and hoping to advance over to Tech eventually in the semis. Taking about 30 seconds off this possession, not a bad idea.
Not at all.
Nathan Crane will hand it back to the guard spot. And Joe Mildo. Here's Mildo trying to look down low, nobody open. Now over to Jamison Laughlin. They've used about a minute on this possession. Shortening the game, it appears to be the attack.
Yeah, that's a great idea by Covenant. They're going to be very patient. Guerin is not coming out, putting much pressure on them either. So they're just going to look and get the shot they want.
Peyton Bank is 11. Bacon held up, has to give it up. And now Crane again in the middle against Cardinal. Double team on the baseline, still nobody open. And the ball stripped away. No shot clock as you know in this game, so they can reset. Still haven't attempted a shot.
Doing a good job cutting, moving without the ball. Guerin's discipline's been very good though, Jim. They're not overplaying or trying to take gambles and go for steals. They're staying the course.
They haven't picked up any fouls yet either, which at times has been a problem for them. Under 6 minutes to go first quarter. Got a pitcher's duel, 0-0 as the fans start a chant of 5-4-3, 2-1. Hope you don't get confused with the shot clock in the NBA or college. It's not working though, not yet. Crane to the basket. How about 2 minutes to get the first hoop and shot of the game?
I'll tell you what, that was executed perfectly. Nice job on the pick and roll there. Found him over the top, good finish.
Rob Sorensen, number 3, the team's top scorer for Guerin Catholic. Handled the ball moments ago. Here's Cardinal. Sorensen can hit the 3, and does.
We've seen a little bit of that this year, haven't we, Jim?
Oh, yes. You and I were here for the Rock. 4 minutes remain, opening quarter. So far, all Guerin Catholic 7-2. Ball out of bounds to the visitors, to the Covenant Christian Warriors. What are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
Well, I think we've seen Sorensen step up again, and he's kind of been there all year since Cherry's been out, and he's done his job and then some, and he's starting off hot right where he left off at.
Warriors use a lot of clock to get the first field goal. Can they be as patient when they trail?
They can. It's still early enough that you can do it. I think, if Guerin's going to get hot and Guerin's going to play with a sense of urgency, you need to keep this thing, in single digits. But Covenant Christian certainly can keep their strategy going for now.
Bobby Allen exhorting his team to continue to play good defense, which it has so far. Neff Farrell's number 3. He's tied up. Drop down to Crane, who's double and triple teamed. Joe Milda had the ball. Sorensen over him, and will have a held ball. 3:32 to go in the opening quarter. A slow start. But Guerin Catholic on 5 points of Rob Sorensen, leading this game 7-2. As a coach, when you face the type of deliberate offense like this, does it force you to play a different defense?
You'll know going in generally 9 times out of 10 how the other team's going to play, so you'll have a game plan for it. And depending on what personnel you have and what style you play, you'll play faster, you can play the same, or maybe you think you can play that style and win.
Crane had a garbage layup and missed it.
Oh, that's a tough break right there.
Here comes Sorensen, a Cardinal down the lane.
4-point swing. Jim, you said it was a garbage layup. It was a great point. When you're on the road and you get a layup like that against the top team in the state, you got to make those.
You never missed any of those when you played, did you?
Oh, never.
They always say that guys' careers get better and better the longer they're away from the game.
That's right. Don't ever forget that, right?
9 straight points for the Eagles, trying to stretch their record to 11-4. And as Christoph mentioned, big one tomorrow night at Cathedral on 56th Street in Indianapolis. Foul coming up on the deflection by Ryan Parris. We saw Parris just get off against Ron Colley. We scored 11, 14 for the game, and 11 very quickly off the bench.
Well, I think kind of, shows the depth of the team that we've talked about, and shows that different guys can step up. And that's why even without, a kid like Cherry, they're still 10-4 against a tough schedule.
Cherry remains in the game. The plan, or maybe he's back in the game, his plan is not to play him any longer than 3-minute intervals if possible. Errant pass, and here's Sorensen to lead the break again.
Showtime right there. Moran's did a great job running the floor. Great pass by Sorensen there, getting the crowd involved with the slam dunk.
Well, that's why Moran shoots over 50%. It's worth another look because he can run the court as well as anybody. And he's arguably the best athlete out there, too.
Oh, no question about it.
11 straight for the Eagles. They're trying to make this a rout early. 2.5 to go, opening quarter. Another 3-point attempt on the way, and that one is buried by Neff Farrell. Maybe that'll loosen things up a little bit for the Warriors.
Absolutely. That's a shot they needed right there. Cuts the lead down to 6. It felt like it was bigger than that.
Yeah. Moran's again on a drive to the basket, and he is fouled and will step to the free throw line. Dylan Moran's going to be a highlight film out there.
Absolutely. He did a great job catching. There was no hesitation. He ripped it. You see right there on the replay. Went straight baseline to go up and dunk. Nothing he could do. And he did a great job finishing after the contact came.
That's Peyton Bacon's second foul, Christoph, and it's a 3-point chance for Moran's, who has a free throw shooter, is near 70%. He has 4, Cardinal with 4, and Sorensen 5. Adds up to a 13-5 lead for the Eagles. Good to see a lot of students back.
Absolutely. You love Hoosier Stereo on a Friday night.
Mm-hmm. Crane, nice drop step, and a basket and one for Nathan Crane.
That's the second time they've got him on a pick and roll right there. Nathan Crane's a good basketball player, Jim. He's got good size, good body, and he knows how to finish down low. And in today's day and age, it's rare to see. You see the replay there. He's a kid who seems to embrace being a big guy.
Yeah. And they're going to need him in this kind of game in which they've been so deliberate in trying to find their way to the basket.
Absolutely.
Crane now 2 field goals, will shoot for a 3-point play. don't know if it's because it's early in the season. We've seen a lot of missed free throws in some of our games.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Jack Cherry, very first game back after a broken leg and a virus. Bryson Cardinal Sorensen lined up three. Doesn't take him long to get it going.
No. You want to be there right on the catch when he catches that so he doesn't have any room to breathe.
His head coach said he's the guy with the ultimate green light on this team.
He most certainly is, and haven't seen them play 3 or 4 times. He'd have the green light for me too.
Yeah. Seems like he'll shoot it right off the bus. $1:15 to go in a fast-moving first quarter. Down low is Nefero, had the 3 moments ago. Now Crane looking to give it up, and does, to Mark Crane. 13-7 our score, 11 straight points at 1 point for the Eagles. Tough pass to Crane. Malcolm Howes with the outlet, open 3, right side. And very nicely by Ryan Paris.
And you talked about him against Ron Colley getting hot the other night. He's playing with a lot of confidence now, and you see that coming off the bench. No hesitation on that skip pass.
Yeah, he's been like instant offense, it seems. Playing with 2 fouls as well. 16-7 our score. That's a 3 from the other side, off to the right. Rebound Sorensen. Half minute to go in the quarter. And on the drive to the basket, Crane got a hold of him.
And Covenant did a nice job there, kind of flying out to the shooters. Sorensen makes a great play. I think he was looking to throw it to somebody. Kind of had numbers, but no one was open, so he just went in, attacked, and was able to get to the foul line.
Earlier this season, I asked the head coach, Bobby Allen, is there a possibility that Sorensen's going to get tired or worn out by playing without Cherry? He goes, oh, no. Gene Cady, former Purdue coach, said they're young. Why should he be tired?
That's right. 17 years old, having the time of his life playing high school basketball. He's not getting tired.
Of course, Gene used to say, I'm in my 60s. They're, 19 or 20. 6 now for Rob Sorensen, who is an excellent free throw shooter, 75%. Largest lead of the first quarter already. And full court pressure as Joe Mildo tries to throw it in. The game now is Peyton Bacon playing with a couple of fouls. On the drive to the basket, layup good by Mel Granberry, his first points of the night.
Nice job by him there, just attacking. No one stepped up and cut him off. He had a couple nice crossovers. Good finish.
Should mention Bacon's actually out of the game right now with the 2 fouls. Tough drive there and missed by Dick Belmurray. Seconds to go. Can he get off the shot? And the quarter ends. Our mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Thanks to our officials. Without them, we don't play. Sportsmanship, everybody's job. Second quarter when we come back.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
One of our sponsors includes Tamp's Sweet and Savory Cafe, offering traditional food like Grandma used to make. Great staff, even better food. Check us out Wednesday through Sunday. Call ahead at 317-764-1640. Well, if you care about college basketball, Indiana and Minnesota, 14 to go, second half. Indiana by 21. Indiana, Purdue Tuesday night. I can't imagine your dad would be concerned about something like that.
Yeah, I think that's must-watch TV in the Kendrick household.
Indeed. Frank Kendrick, longtime assistant coach and a great one at Purdue. And, of course, Hall of Famer played in Indianapolis at Arsenal Tech, I believe.
That's right, yep.
He was a great player as well in high school. So as we start the second quarter, what does Covenant Christian need to do that wasn't done in the first quarter?
Well, they just got to get it better going on the defensive end. I think the 9 points is indicative of kind of what we saw. I think they'll take that based on the style of play they're doing, but you can't give up 18, especially when you're kind of, a football term here, controlling possession the way they are.
A couple of made threes already for Guerin Catholic, plus at the free throw line, they've knocked down a couple as well. Jack Cherry now out of the game resting with that repaired leg. Sorensen picks up the loose ball. Cut off defensively nicely by Granberry. It's not easy to defend Sorensen.
No, not at all.
And a whistle. And a hold.
You kind of saw the whole litany of Guerin's offensive weapons on that possession. Sorensen, you got to be up and in. You can't let him shoot. Cardinal posts and gets fouled, and Moran's attacked the basket earlier. Now he knocked it out of his hands, but he drew 3 or 4 defenders. Good job by Guerin. Again, Covenant Christian, good job by them being aware of what's going on, too.
Jack Cherry returns, throws the ball in. Gets it back on the low post. Now spinning and scoring. Welcome back, Jack Cherry.
First 2 points of the season getting inside there.
Yes, sir. 20-9 in favor of Guerin Catholic. Man-to-man defense, drop-down pass over the head and into the hands of Sorensen. Look how quickly he runs the break. Cardinal got his own miss. Couldn't score it. Couldn't get a third rebound out of it. It's taken out of the air by Devon Rudolph. Now here come the Warriors. Rudolph will kick it off to Mel Granberry. Hops and delivers back outside. That's a 3. And a rebound taken down by Andy Carrot. Now Cardinal weaving his way to the hoop. And he is fouled.
He's going to get 2 free throws. Jim, I really like the pace Guerin Catholic is playing with. You know, up and down the court, but even in the half court too, they're cutting with a purpose, they're moving with a purpose. They're excited to play basketball tonight.
And because of that, Cardinal get a chance to reward himself. The foul on Rudolph, his first. Team foul second. 5 team fouls put you over the limit per quarter. Bryson Cardinal now with 5. Mom Danielle coaches the girls team. Dad Brian, longtime attendee, along with Danielle of Bryson's games. Danielle was holding court literally earlier tonight with her girls team.
A couple former Boilermakers there as well too.
Yes, sir. 22-9 in favor of Guerin Catholic. After tomorrow night's game with the Irish, you mentioned this earlier, Christoph Rebuff on the schedule on the road, so 3 games in a matter of time, which might very well test this team.
Absolutely. I mean, they're going to be more than ready to play in the 3A state tournament.
That went up and down and missed for Niall Hobson. Now Sorensen from the corner. Now Granberry trying to run the break, and Sorensen nearly took it away from him.
Good hustle by both teams right there.
Sorensen's like the Energizer Bunny out there, man. I mean, the guy's going end to end.
He's not getting tired.
No,
we were talking about that earlier. He's not getting tired.
Ben Grissom in the game for Jack Cherry, and Bobby Allen's plan sticking to chapter and verse in terms of playing Cherry tonight, getting him acclimated to game playing and getting back in shape for that matter as well.
Absolutely.
Ball loose on the floor. Here comes Sorensen on the race to the basket against Granberry. Missed it. Follow up in. What a pretty follow-up by Andy or Malcolm Howes.
And that we've seen that tonight. I was saying earlier, they are just flying around. We talked about with Sorensen with the whole team. Everybody's getting to the basketball. Everybody's trying to make plays. You see him in a stance on defense. It's been as soon as I say that, Covenant knocks one down.
Well, just their second 3, but that was a line drive 3 by Devin Rudolph. Narrows the margin to 12. Howes, who has the ball, had the game winner against Ritter on a walk-off 3 about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Morans, and that pass, an errant pass, one of the few unforced errors by Guerin Catholic.
A little hot there.
Asher Arkansas, good-looking sophomore in the game, played some JV earlier tonight. Bobby Allen's played a lot of people in the first half of the season.
He has.
And getting everybody acclimated to the idea that, hey, if you want to play varsity, particularly from the JV level, let's see what you got. 12-point lead. Warriors trying to cut into it. Neff Farrell, second field goal of the game. He's got 5, and with that, a timeout is called. 30-second timeout. Wheeler Mission, one of our sponsors for 125 years. Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. Please volunteer today at 317-686-6239. And also by Boilermaker Local 374, as you take a look at the follow-up here moments ago by Malcolm House. Boilermakers Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Start your career with Boilermakers Union Local 374 by calling us at 219-845-1000.
You know, that's the third time tonight we've seen Covenant score on the pick and roll. That time, instead of rolling to the basket, it was kind of a short roll for a mid-range jump shot, and I think that's why Coach Allen was so upset. They clearly had scouted that, and it was a busted defensive assignment, and he wanted to clean that up.
A lot of times you'll see coaches call timeouts early like that to get a message across. 5 timeout limit for the game, so plenty of timeouts to go. Howes with nowhere to go, had to give it up. Fortunately, it's out of bounds. That was a give and go, and Malcolm was too far under the hoop. Christoph Kendrick, Jim Barber at your service tonight. IndianaSRN with center court seats, or just left of them. Beautiful gymnasium.
Yes, it is. They've done a great job here at Guerin building the facilities. They're tremendous out here, really, the way this school's grown.
Yeah. Sorensen, a deep 3. Rimmed it. Rudolph trying to outlet the pass and able to get the ball up to Hobson. Here come the Warriors. After giving up 11 straight in the first quarter, they've held serve since then. Now Granberry, who had one of his first field goals early today, a little short, defended nicely out there by Grissom. Here comes Sorensen again. And out of bounds to Covenant Christian, and wholesale substitutes coming up now for Guerin Catholic.
Well, you talked about it, Jim. They're playing a lot of people first half of the season, but first half of this game as well. And I think, he's going to find that Coach Allen's going to look for a rhythm and find a 5 who's going to mesh well together.
Good chance to see just about everybody out there. 34 is Jake Grissom from the JV ranks. Ryan Paris back in the game, along with Cardinal, Dylan Morans, and Rob Sorensen for Guerin Catholic. Neff Farrell, 22, Mark Crane, along with Mel Granberry, 31. A couple players hit the deck over there. Devin Rudolph. And number 13, Niall Hobson for Covenant Christian. And here comes Nathan Crane, who has 4 points back in the game for the Warriors.
And Covenant staying very patient still, as they should. A 10-point game is not insurmountable at all. It's still mid-second quarter. Covenant Christian's going to stick to their game plan.
Which led them to 2 minutes without even shooting the ball to start the game, and a field goal that actually put them ahead. It is the last time, though, the Warriors have led. .325 left, opening half. A lot of deflection so far by the Eagles.
Yeah, Guerin is definitely staying in their lane on defense, not trying to go for steals, but keeping high hands up. Tough shot right there.
That's a second 3 by Devin Rudolph, who has actually brought the Warriors back in at Christoph. He's got 6.
He's gotten 2 nice rhythm looks and knocked them both in.
On the cut, Bryson Cardinal, and he is fouled by Crane, and Nathan Crane would beg to disagree. That's his second.
He just checked back in the game, and I think Coach Flatt is going to pull him out here so he doesn't pick up a third.
Scott Flatt, longtime coach. Covenant Christian has 4 sectional titles, 219 career wins as he approaches 20 seasons with the Warriors.
Well, and Scott, I've got to know him over the years being in the City Alliance when I was coaching at Howe and at Cathedral, and Just a really good guy. He took that program. They were really struggling. I think they won 3 games his first couple of years, and he's really built that thing up. They're very competitive here in the city, in the Circle City Conference, and certainly in Class 2A, as you mentioned, the 4 sectional titles. And, they're a team to be reckoned with every year.
Pretty good player. Some guy named Tony Flatt last year, too.
That's right. Yeah.
First miss for Cardinal, who was 3 out of 4 at the line. And a foul coming up on Guerin Catholic with a score 25-17 and 2:48 to go first half.
Fouls on Guerin Catholic, number 34, Jake Grissom.
So Jake Grissom picks up the personal foul, his first.
Golden Eagle substitution, number 15, Hayden Rogers.
And Hayden Rogers, who actually started some games earlier this season. Nice-looking freshman in the game, number 15.
Very competitive kid, really loves to get after it.
Bobby's played an army of people in those first 15 games. Nobody can say they haven't been given a chance. Drop down to Crane. Good double over there for the moment. Hands it off. And a nice ball movement, leaves a 3 from the right side, but it's a little short. And Cardinal had position on Crane.
Jim, I don't know if Covenant Christian's taken a bad shot tonight, and when you're dealing with 16, 17, 18-year-old kids,
that says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. Very disciplined team.
That's an open 3 for Andy Guerin. Just hits the net, and back come the Warriors, only down by 8.
Might have been surprised how open he was.
Yeah. That does happen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Better have somebody's hand in your face. Going to Crane again. Good overplay, though, by Ryan Paris. How about that move?
Yeah.
Paris with the alley-oop for Morans. That was a tough one. And deflected out of bounds.
Well, we talked about the pick and roll earlier, how they burned them 3 times this game. Coach Allen called timeout, got on him. And he did a great job rotating over there. Defensively, knocked it out and was able to get the steal. Very good adjustment by Guerin, and a good job by the Guerin players to recognize him.
And Guerin will get the ball out of bounds. Bryson Cardinal with 7. Rob Sorensen with 7 to lead him in scoring. That's Sorensen with the ball to Dylan Morans. Morans on a drive to the hoop and a one-hand shot. And it's taken away by Mel Granberry. I like Granberry. He's had some quality minutes coming off the bench.
He has on both ends of the floor for this team.
Mark Crane handling outside. But Devin Rudolph has a couple of made threes. They're going to keep an eye on him a little closer right now. Off the drive to the basket. No field goal by Mel Granberry, but there is a foul.
And this is the part of the game, late in the second quarter here, it's an 8-point game, but maybe for Guerin, you feel like you should be up more. This is where you got to keep your discipline if you're the Guerin players.
Yeah, it certainly started off like that. A run of 11 straight. Dylan Morans just picked up his second personal foul, and they're driving on him right now. Stays away from his third. Crane with a putback, missed it. Rudolph down, 5-on-4. Guerin Catholic recognizes but can't convert.
A little bit of a lid on the basket here for Guerin the last few possessions. Good job by Covenant there, not getting beat off the dribble and forcing them to shoot a floater.
Yeah, you mentioned a lid on the basket. Just 2 made field goals for the Eagles here in the second quarter. Here comes Jack Cherry back in the game. Now comes Andy Guerin. Just joining us, Cherry got the biggest round of applause for the introduction to the starting lineups. His first game all season long. And it's a big grin on his face when he came out to the applause.
Well deserved for him.
He had 15 in the state title game last year against Northwood, in a game they lost in overtime playing for the championship. This time Rudolph is off to the left. 35 seconds, Sorensen leading the break, and he might have got fouled before he got anything going.
And that might have been the one that broke the camel's back with the taking good shots.
Yeah.
Rudolph was a little bit at NBA range there, or at least further back from the normal three-point line, and I don't think Coach Flatt was very happy with that shot.
Takes a lot to make coaches happy. You're a
yes,
former
it does.
coach.
That's right. That's right. You're never happy.
No, of course not. Somebody once said they're only happy when they're not happy.
That's right. That's
whatever that means. 25 seconds to go if you're Guerin Catholic. You're playing for the last look here.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. They could do that, or they could try to score, first opportunity and press up here. But I think up 8, you'll have the option to kind of do what you want.
Cherry to handle outside. You ask Bobby Allen, is he a point guard or a shooting guard? And he says, well, he can do both.
Right. And it looks like they will hold for one, Jim.
10 seconds to go. Sorensen on the baseline. Driving, cut off, put it up anyway. Left it a little short. Now 3 seconds to go. They'll have to hurry. Granberry, can he get off a shot? Doesn't matter. Warriors gave up 11 straight points in the opening quarter, fought their way back. And at halftime on IndianaSRN, 25-17, Guerin Catholic.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid heard that solo!
You say I did?
Yeah!
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Here at Guerin Catholic tonight in the Circle City Conference game between conference leader Guerin Catholic, marked at 3-0 in the league. Covenant Christian at 0-2. Scoring in the first half, Rob Sorensen with 7, Bryson Cardinal with 7, Dylan Moran's 4, Ryan Parrish with 3, Malcolm Howes with 2, and Jack Cherry with 2 for Guerin Catholic. 4 Covenant Christian, 5 for Neff Farrell, 6 for Devin Rudolph, 2 for Mel Granberry, and 4 for Nathan Crane. He started off as if it might be a rout, and yet Christoph, Covenant Christian has found its way back. How they've been able to do it.
They played solid defense. We talked about the end of the first quarter, finding a way to slow Guerin down. Guerin was playing with a lot of pace. They felt very comfortable in what they were doing. Covenant held them only 7 points in the second quarter. Anytime you're doing that, especially to a high-quality basketball team, you're going to feel really good about it. And it also gave them a chance to come back and right back in this game. I believe they had 9 points this quarter after 8 in the first. So they've been the least consistent offensively. But certainly when you can guard people and get good chest and wall ups, have good rotations, you make it hard for Guerin to score, and that's exactly what the Warriors did.
Bobby Allen, their head coach, has said, I really want our defense to be better than it's been. I think our offense is going to be better as we drive to the basket more. They've attempted 7 free throws, hit 5 tonight. Have you seen them putting more pressure on the defense inside?
Yeah, I think what they did, they've done a couple different things where they've been able to throw it to Cardinal a couple times. He's drawn some fouls. Moran's had a nice and one. And they have been a little bit more aggressive when they see a driving angle, just taking it right away, maybe breaking off the play or breaking off the offense to try to get a quicker bucket or take advantage of an opportunity that's given. So, I think Guerin's done a good job offensively tonight. They just got to get some of those looks to fall, finish a little bit stronger around the rim, and defensively, I think they've done a really nice job of not, gambling and getting out of position and getting frustrated against, Covenant's patient offense.
One thing to Guerin Catholic's credit so far, 6-0 against 3A teams. Of course, they'll step in the ring with Mighty Cathedral tomorrow night, a 4A team. It's quite a weekend when you first start with a home game and an important conference game, and then you face the Irish.
Yeah, it's on the road. It's the first time these two programs ever played. Guerin's been open and playing varsity basketball for about 15, 16 years now, and this will be the first time. They used to play in a scrimmage before the season, but this will be the first real game they've ever played, and a lot of these kids know each other, and it's certainly going to be a fun game, fun atmosphere. And I think for Guerin, they're used to playing high-level competition, so I don't think it's going to be something that they're overwhelmed by at all, but certainly a game for both teams that, have a measuring stick.
Guerin was ranked number 1 in one of the polls for a while, suffered a few defeats, now 6th in the writers' poll, 19 in the coaches' poll, and will be host to a sectional that include a lot of teams in its own conference, so they'll get a chance to get a feel for Brebeuf and Chittard, certainly, as they'll be on their home court, which I think always helps when you get to one-and-done games.
Oh, absolutely. And again, what a meat grinder of a sectional that is. It's brutal football when those teams got to play each other.
Yeah.
They're always in the top 3 or 4 of the state. But certainly in basketball, Chittard's on the upswing as a program. Brebeuf is always very good, and Guerin's always very good. So, those 3 teams highlight that sectional, and, it's a Circle City Conference shootout, kind of is what it is. And, having it here at Guerin certainly is a nice advantage, but I think you'll see some highly competitive quality basketball games.
And all 6 schools in the conference have records of 500 or better right now. A combined 40 and 24 going into last night's play when Herod and Heritage Christian were getting together. That's a percentage of 625. So the fact that some are getting together in the same sectional can be, as you mentioned, quite brutal. And with Chittard moving up to 4A in football, I don't imagine anybody in 3A is shedding a tear at this point. They just as soon get rid of them.
That's right.
With their domination and Rob Doyle's championships to speak of. With Christoph, I'm Jim. We appreciate you joining us tonight. We'll take a break. Get ready to start the second half tonight, live from Noblesville with Guerin Catholic and Covenant Christian.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
We invite you to unleash the power of passion. IndianaSRN, always a front row seat. Contact us at sales@IndianaSRN.org to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package that maximizes your brand and exposure. Central Indiana sports leader, IndianaSRN. Christoph Kendrick, Jim Barber, back with the start of the second half. Momentarily, first half shooting for Guerin Catholic. from the floor, 7 of 15. We'll check that 9 of 21 total, 7 of 15 with a 2-point shot. And that's just at 43% for Covenant Christian in the first half, 7 of 22. And that percentage weighs in at 32%. We do know how stingy Covenant Christian was in looking for its best shot in the first half. What might the philosophy be for Scott Flatt, the head coach, in the second half?
I think just keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting pressure on Guerin. They're the favorite. They're at home. These games you see, you just keep doing what you're doing. Maybe grind on them, see if they'll break a little bit defensively, and you'll be able to get some layups or some wide open shots. And I think if you're Guerin, get your rhythm back offensively. Go in strong, finish, take what's there. Don't force anything. Covenant just did a really good job on their help side defense in that second quarter, making them take tough shots, and even when they got to the basket, making the finishes tougher than what they could have been.
Covenant had a tough loss earlier to Shatar, 57-49, a game in which it gave up 40 second-half points. Neff Farrell led them in scoring with 11. And Devin Rudolph, who had a three-pointer in that game, has already got 2 tonight. So we'll see how much activity he gets here in the second half, although he is not starting, but has come off the bench to give him some quality points. Third quarter underway, the Warriors trailing by 8 and with the ball. Joe Milda, Peyton Bacon, Neff Farrell, now Jamison Laughlin. Everybody but Crane handling the ball so far on this possession, and Bryson Cardinal is defending him. It's a good battle inside, isn't it?
Absolutely. Cardinal kind of got the better of him drawing those fouls earlier, but Crane's a good player. Having him in the second half should help this team.
Well, keeping Cardinal away from fouls has been a point of emphasis. So far, so good in this one. Chanted defense from the local students in the Eagles' Nest. Good look inside. Farrell misses. Cardinal will battle with Crane. That'll be a held ball.
And again, 50 seconds go off the clock. Covenant gets a really good look. Little short mid-range jump shot. Faded away a little bit instead of just going straight up. But again, that's what you want if you're Covenant. They're doing a good job executing that game plan.
Think that'll be the style of ball we'll see in the city tournament with them?
Well, it very well could be. It very well could be.
Here's Rob Sorensen with a left-handed dribble. Jack Cherry back for the first time this year. Now Sorensen, pull-up jumper misses. Cardinal will clean it up for his 8th and 9th points.
And when you're struggling to get points on the board, going and getting an offensive rebound is a great way to do it, and see if that can't get Guerin going a little bit.
Lead is 29-19, 6:40 to go, third quarter. We're switching back and forth between high school and college tonight. High school plays 8-minute quarters, 5-foul limit for each quarter, then you shoot the double bonus. And no shot clock, right?
No shot clock, that's right.
Now Crane, isolated against Cardinal. And a foul on Bryson Cardinal, which is exactly what Coach Flatt wanted.
Absolutely. I think Cardinal maybe got a little bit over-aggressive there. Crane went middle. He came back. Cardinal got him with a little bit of a push there. It just held his ground. Would have been tough for Crane to score that one.
So you've coached on the college level. Where does Nathan Crane have a future there?
I'd have to see how tall he really is. I think they list him at 6'7" here. If he is, man, 6'8" actually. If he is, he could potentially be a Division II level kid for you. Certainly, I think NAI and Division III should be all over him now.
Misses both free throws. The ball in the hands of Cardinal. So an empty possession there for the Warriors. Cardinal coming out high for the moment to Jack Cherry. We've seen Guerin Catholic enough to know that it's not a highly explosive offensive team.
I think it can be at times, and I think that's probably why Coach Allen was talking to you about wanting to drive more, just add another element to their game.
Cherry finding Sorensen all by himself off the cut. Cherry ran into a brick wall, into Crane for the moment. Welcome back, Jack Cherry, huh?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
29-17 in favor of Guerin. 5.5 to go, third quarter. Now Crane inside. And he traveled, or double dribbled.
I thought it might have been both, Jim.
And he says, I'm not guilty of either. And Scott Flatt wants to know what happened there. Timeout is being called, a 30-second timeout. Now we'll have an explanation.
And, I don't know if he dribbled. I thought it was more of a travel than a double dribble. We were blocked off. There were a couple players there from our angle. I couldn't see if he put it on the floor. Here's a replay. Yeah, Coach Flatt has a great point there. He never dribbled. If anything, it was a travel.
No TV replay, by the way, in the high school game.
Yeah.
Not that call will come into question. One of our sponsors includes the Morales Group. Our mission is building better futures. One story at a time, we acknowledge the whole person and their individual story. Please contact us at 317-472-7600. Guerin Catholic in the home white. Visiting dark uniforms belong to Covenant Christian from the city's west side. Jack Cherry has spent a lot of time in the gym getting ready for tonight. Sorensen a wind-up three. And a tap down inside to Dylan Moran's, even though the Warriors appear to have position.
And another offensive rebound basket there. 4 of the 6 points have came off that this half. And that's just how good teams find. They find ways to score, find ways to win. And Guerin now is in a position to maybe put this thing and blow it open a little bit.
Yeah, up by 14. That's the biggest lead of the night. Crane gives up his dribble and hands it off, and a nice cut to the goal by number 12, Joe Milda.
And Covenant's kids just keep moving without the ball. They don't deviate. They just do exactly what they're supposed to do. They stay active, and it pays off for them there.
Yeah, and the first points of the third quarter for Covenant Christian. That's a three on the way. Missed by Morans and off the hands of number 12, Joe Milda.
And there we see again Cardinals hustle right there. He didn't get the ball, but he caused it, and now they're going to cause the deflection off Covenant, and now Guerin's going to get another possession because of it.
Doing, as they say, the little things out there. Malcolm House back in the game along with Ryan Paris for Guerin. Guerin trailed 2-0, then went on an 11-2 run, and that's been the story so far. They've been in control. They don't lose often in this gym.
No, they certainly don't.
Cardinal double teamed. Out to Malcolm House and back to Cardinal. A little two-man action.
That's a great defensive possession by Covenant.
Yeah, it is. And they also get a timeout to go with it. That's Neff Farrell on the floor. Number 3, nicely done.
Good ball movement by Guerin. They got it in. Double teamed him, came back out, threw it back in, double teamed him again. They didn't deviate from what they were doing, had good closeouts, and ended up getting a steal.
And the timeout. Tonight's broadcast, a copyright production of IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Any use of audio or video without the express written permission of IndianaSRN and the IHSAA is strictly prohibited. Christoph Kendrick, Jim Barber, with 4 minutes to go, third quarter in a game in the Circle City Conference. A win by the Eagles will put them at 4-0 and pretty much put them in position to win the league.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to Dylan Moran's father before the game, and he pointed out that it'll be Brebeuf's first conference game, but it'll be Guerin's last conference game when they meet here in a couple weeks.
Interesting scheduling,
so it's just how that works out sometimes.
Yeah. Full court pressure being applied by Guerin Catholic with a 12-point lead. Jamison Laughlin beats it. Handles the point for the Warriors. Joe Milda cut off before he can do anything. Open 3 left corner on the way. And missed by Peyton Bacon. Good deflection by Milda to get it back, though.
Nice job.
And they'll have a 2 against 1. Been that kind of night, though, for the Warriors.
That's right. They seem to do enough to hang around. They play really hard. They get some steals, deflections, but then just can't seem to get over the hump when they come back in it.
And advantage just 2 points in the quarter. Outscored 6-2. You see Moran's, or rather Cardinal, cutting to the goal along with Ryan Paris. Everybody in motion right now for Guerin Catholic. Now Paris on the baseline. Back to Malcolm House, Andy Karen, and Sorensen.
Now Covenant digging in on defense. Guerin being patient now.
With a 31-19 lead. Sorensen wanted to go his left. Joe Milda said that's not happening. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Yeah, good defense indeed. House couldn't get anything going there either. Here's Cardinal on the cut.
Good pull up there.
Timeout, Guerin Catholic, and Bryson Cardinal in double figures with 11. Back with more in IndianaSRN on a full timeout here from Guerin Catholic.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Guerin Catholic's first loss of the year came at the hands of a very talented Westfield team. 59-41, a game in which Westfield really controlled from the beginning. They do have a win over Heritage Hills, and that's significant because the number 1 ranked team, Heritage Hills, that's the only loss of the season for them.
Yeah, that was in that Southport tournament. Two of the better 3A teams, especially in the Southern Semi-State.
What dropped down and a nice block by Sorensen, but he's going to be called for a foul.
I like what Coach Allen did there, mixing it up. Came out, called a timeout after a made bucket, went into press, tried to speed Covenant up, maybe see if you can get a knockout blow here. And also that's something you want to work on for you in the tournament. So good job coaching there by Coach Allen on that one.
It's interesting, too, to talk to the coaches. I mean, this is mid-January practically, and yet all eyes are on that tournament toward the end of February and early March. You never stop thinking about it.
You never can. You're always playing. You play all these games, you have all these practices to get to March, and that's where you want to see your hard work pay off at.
Now Farrell, 1 of 2 from the line. The team from the free throw line has suffered on 1 of 5, and Nathan Crane has missed 3 of those 5. 13-point lead, 33-20 for Guerin Catholic.
Very patient by Guerin Catholic.
There's the kid with a green light.
Man, he's missed 4 tonight. They're going in and out.
Think he'll test the rim afterwards to see if it's
let's see if someone sabotages.
Yeah, see if it's accurate. 1:40 to go, third quarter. Warriors with a lot of work to do to get back in it. Crane bodying against Dylan Morans. Gets it back. Now spins and scores off the right hand.
Really pretty move over a 6'7" athletic Morans. Goes over his left shoulder there. Nice job using the glass as well. The bank's open tonight.
Yeah, Nathan Crane, his 6th point. Second field goal of the third quarter for the Warriors. Down by 11, hardly insurmountable, but they'll have to get some offense going in the fourth to have a chance. And now the Guerin Catholic is becoming very patient with the ball. Scoring offensively is even more imperative.
No question about it, Jim. We'll see what Guerin's going to do here. Like you said, very patient, looking to drive there. Covenant Christian's defense is waiting for him. They're just sitting there.
And that's too bad because it was defended well. And off the hands of Mark Crane on the ensuing possession. Got the block. Don't get the possession, though. And Scott Flatt is pretty upset about it.
Yeah, I think he thinks that was off the Eagles.
40 seconds to go. Drop down Cardinal. Got it deep. And one, Bryson Cardinal. And if he can get a deep catch like that, going to be hard to stop.
Good set by Coach Allen coming out. And, Jim, you said it. Look how deep he was when he caught the basketball. Crane might have got away with a foul initially, too, as we see the replay here. And look at Cardinal's footwork there. That's high-level stuff right there. Good job finishing, and gets the end one to go with it.
Bobby Allen thought that Bryson was just trying to do too much at the start of the year. And then he's now settled in nicely. He said, you know you've got all your moves. Once you catch the ball that low, just go to the glass,
Just give me the 2 points, yeah.
Yeah. 3 ball in the way. The Warriors could use it. Sorensen with a rebound. 35-22 in favor of Guerin Catholic. Bring it back out, and they'll play for one. They have limited Covenant Christian to 5 points in the third quarter.
Good pass.
Malcolm House for 3. Just seconds left. Rebound Granberry. Dylan Morans didn't miss by much, did he?
No, had a good chance in the volleyball line there.
End of 3. 35-22 in favor of the Golden Eagles.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Piper Warehouse is a group of logistics professionals dedicated to working together to provide our clients with a complete logistics in Indianapolis and Cincinnati. Roll with us. Call today at 317-396-1023. And Passionate Care, don't miss this chance to turn your compassionate efforts into a rewarding experience. Learn more about SFC and ATTC today. Embark on a journey of care and compensation. Call us at 317-537-1811. Christoph Kendrick, Jim Barber, quarter 4. Warriors with the ball, 13-point deficit.
Seen a little bit of half-court zone trap here from Guerin, mixing it up. Something I think Covenant's seen tonight. Good job by Coach Allen here, giving the Warriors something to look at coming out of the timeout they haven't seen. Out of the quarter, I should say.
Yeah, let's see if Devin Rudolph, number 4, can find some open looks. He knocked down a couple of threes in the first half. He'll dribble drive this one and hand it off. And unfortunately, it was a tough catch for Joe Milda out of bounds.
Rudolph's done a good job tonight going downhill right when he sees an angle. He did that time. He tried to make an unselfish play, just got a little fumbled. But Rudolph, you know, he with the couple of threes he's made tonight, he could be a dangerous player for this team.
Yeah, and in fact had the lead of 11 in the first half, cut to 8. Now it's up to 13 at 35-22. Guerin Catholic. We can be very patient. Sorensen, fake, drive to the hoop. Left it well short. Here comes Gransbury to break to Rudolph. He can knock down that 3. A little too strong there, though. Nathan Crane between 3 players with a rebound.
Nice move, just couldn't get the roll.
So it remains 35-22, a minute into the fourth. Jack Cherry, broken leg, formerly and all, now back in the game for Guerin Catholic.
Man, Sorensen's had a tough night shooting ever since that first quarter. That's a good look, though.
Yeah, he has 9 points for the game. Milled on the drive, missed the layup. Well, it's got to be frustrating for Scott Flack. They've had a couple of good looks at the basket, which would have cut the lead to a single deficit.
No question about it. Yeah, I mean, in transition, just haven't been able to convert. Had a couple turnovers and some missed layups and whatnot. So, no question about it, Joe.
Indiana about ready to wrap up its win over Minnesota tonight in the Big Ten, leading 72-58 late. It'll be a madhouse at Assembly Hall Tuesday night when Purdue comes calling.
No question.
Not likely to be number one with Connecticut. Yeah. I think jumping all the way up, the defending champions were the only one of 5 top-ranked teams, the top 5 to win on that night earlier this month.
And you know, it's just, and all of them lost to unranked teams on the road.
Yeah,
I mean, it just is. It's very hard to win college basketball games on the road in conference play.
Well, the Warriors are finding that out tonight in high school play.
That's right.
Cherry and the drop to Dylan Morans. Follow-up, Bryson Cardinal, who leads everybody with 15.
I'll tell you, Covenant's done a nice job helping off, forcing a lot of missed layups because they're there contesting guys at the basket legally without fouling.
Yes. A pretty well-played defensive game on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Low-scoring numbers so far. But you wonder, can the Warriors even get to 37 points?
Yeah.
Trailing 37-22. Gransbury, a little hop down to the goal. Farrell, nice fake. And they've had a lid on the basket there as well as he and Cardinal fight it out.
I think Cardinal was going for a charge there. He didn't get the call either.
Yeah, Bryson's a little bigger, too.
That's right. Again, he looked like somebody else I watched growing up going for that jump ball there.
His dad, huh?
That's right.
They called him the custodian. I didn't even know he had that nickname. And I guess for all the cleaning up he did on the floor, you know?
Yep.
You were just a youngster when Brian was growing up and playing for Purdue, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. I was 12, 13, 14 years old and certainly enjoyed watching him play. Those were some great Purdue teams he played on.
See much resemblance between Bryson and his dad?
Man, it is just the way they look, the way they play. It's the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Mm-mm. Here's Bryson on the hop to the goal, lays it in.
And there he is with some very nice footwork again. Good pass by Morans, coming off that little circle screen right there, and good job going up finishing.
He now has 17, and the lead is 17, 39-22. Under 5 minutes to go. Now Gransbury came off the bench in the first half. Now in the hands of Mark Crane, 22. Back to Gransbury. Now Farrell had a look. That three on the way is buried nicely by Mark Crane, his first points.
And great job of moving the ball there by Covenant. Kept it going, kept Guerin in rotation. Got a really good open three there, knocked it in.
And the first points of the fourth quarter for Covenant Christian. Down by 14, 39-25. This game's a little more than an hour in length.
It's going quick with the way they've, the possessions and lack of fouling.
Cherry off balance shot misses.
And there might be some rust right there.
Yeah.
Get that one out of your system, Jack. You're good to go. You're good to go.
We got to get his strength back, and get his wind back. Thought Rudolph was going to take that three, did not. They'll continue with the play. And a blocking foul coming up either on Cardinal or on Morans, and down to the floor goes Mark Crane. He took a beating there. Let's hope he's going to be okay. I don't know if a tooth came out or what. Oh, man.
Jim, we were talking about style of play, and you made a reference to the city tournament. Well, Covenant Christian's next game is against Crystal House Manual, who's third in the state, averaging 73 points a game. Guerin Catholic's game tomorrow night, here in a short 22 hours or so, Cathedral is second in the state in scoring at 75.1. It's going to be a different style, to say the least. And I think, for both these teams, you get in the 2A, 3A state tournament, you're going to see different styles of play. You're going to see different teams, different coaches who vary things up. So back-to-back games, back-to-back nights, playing teams that maybe like to slow it up, playing the half court, and then playing teams that like to press, get up and down. That will do you a world of good as you're going to see different styles when you get in the state tournament.
It's a great point. I think both these teams can feel like they're on fast forward in the next games.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Dylan Moran's picked up the foul while we were away for the moment. Third personal foul on him. So Mark Crane's going to be okay. Good cut to the goal and a nice reverse layup by Peyton Bacon for his first points. So Paxton Bacon's on the board. (39-27) Guerin Catholic. And we're down to 3:15 for the game. It's like a first half score probably with Cathedral tomorrow night, but
right.
In Crystal House, but not here. With Paxton Bacon's first points, now 7 different Warriors have scored for Guerin Catholic. 6 different players have scored, led by Bryson Cardinal with 17. And here's Bryson.
Good defense, good move though.
Timeout to Laughlin. Here's Rudolph on the drive. We'll pull it up. And Cardinal, hell ball. Bryson Cardinal battling with Paxton Bacon.
You know, a basket here, and we've got a 10 and 9 point game. It seems like the game, the margin is bigger, but it's not.
Yeah, I'd agree. It fools you, doesn't it?
Yeah. And Covenant has just done a great job. You know, they're a little bit outmanned, but they've done a great job tonight just sticking around, not letting anything get out of hand.
Off the deflection, Sorensen will have a breakaway. And Rob Sorensen now in double figures with 11. And a timeout being called, 30-second timeout by Scott Flatt, the head coach of Covenant Christian. Let's remind you that if you miss any of the action, catch the replay on our YouTube page. IndianaSRN Archives, always on the stream with IndianaSRN. You always have a front seat. So tomorrow night, Guerin Catholic heads to Cathedral. And one of the most powerful teams in the state to have a chance. What must it do?
Just play defense. Cathedral's extremely athletic. The way Coach Delaney's teams have played, the way this team plays, they're going to get up and down the floor. They're going to use all that athleticism. They have very quick guards. They've got a really good player in Brady Kohler who just had a Notre Dame offer, who's 6'7", 6'8", can shoot the ball. They'll play around him. And those are kids who know how to play the game. And so when you get in the game with Cathedral, they're going to dribble drive, they're going to kick. You know, you just have to stay disciplined on defense and make them score over the top of you instead of, you know, maybe biting and not being in the right, position defensively. Otherwise, they'll make you pay.
Good scouting report.
Absolutely. And I think Coach Allen, you know, Cathedral alum, it'll be a great game for him, former coach there as well. But, you know, I think Guerin's ready. Like I said, there's no be no reason for them to be intimidated. They play a tough schedule, and they'll go in there, and they have the tools to go in there and play very competitive with the Irish.
And what you've seen of guard Jack Cherry, you think he gets more time tomorrow night?
I think so, and I think it'd be a great, almost baptism by fire. Those young guards from Cathedral, they're strong, they're quick, they're athletic, and I think getting him in a game like that will really get him back in the swing of things.
Cherry right now out of the game as we're down to 2.5. 41-27. Favor of Guerin Catholic with 3 field goals in the fourth quarter. 2 field goals and a 3-pointer for Covenant Christian here in the last quarter. Everything runs through Bryson Cardinal if possible.
And you see the double team again. And good rotation on the back end with a deflection there. I really like, you know, regardless of what this game, the score of this game ends up, I really like the job Scott Flatt's done with this group. They play a tough schedule. He's got them bought in. He's up coaching, and those guys listen. And I think this is not a team, Covenant Christian, I'd want to play in the state tournament.
Really?
I would not want to play them.
What disturbs you the most about them?
Well, what they can do, they listen. They take coaching. They've not made shots tonight, and you can see statistically they struggle with that all year. But defense always travels. They're going to guard you, and they're going to stay within their lane and play within themselves. So if you catch them on a night where the ball bounces, you get beat.
Really? Lots of subs right now for Covenant Christian with a 14-point lead, 2 minutes to go. 34 is Jake Grissom now in the game. Asher Arkansas 24, Hayden Rogers 15. Along with number 5, Malcolm Howes, and 12, Ben Grissom. Now Grantsbury playing the defense right now for Covenant Christian. 44 is Nathan Crane. Grissom defended outside by Joe Milden, number 12. Good to see Mark Crane back in the game after he took a pop 2 minutes ago. He's 22. And now with the defense out front, number 1, Jamison Laughlin for Covenant Christian. Here's Laughlin running the floor and fouled on the break by 34, Jake Grissom.
And both these kids are getting after it, man. It's late in the game. It doesn't matter. Guys are on the floor, sprinting full back, not giving up easy layups. You'd love to see it.
I guess it's safe to say that both coaches would demand it, right?
That's absolutely right. You look at the culture of these two programs. Bobby Allen came in, took over a program that had been winning a lot, kept it that way, and even notched it up a little bit. Coach Flatt's been here for 19 years, essentially built this program. So it's kids that understand who they're playing for and understand their identity.
And Flatt has the 4 sectional championships. Now a steal at 41-29, and Rudolph rolls it in. And make that Grantsbury. Now Granbury. Now with 4, 41-31, a minute to go. Well, if you're the Warriors, you start fouling, thinking that maybe you can make it even more interesting?
Yeah, absolutely. Give yourself a chance here. And that might have sealed it for sure there.
Took that chance away, didn't it?
Yep.
Grissom with a 3. Rudolph back the other way, missed the layup.
Oh, came down awkwardly there.
Oh, man. A rough injury game for the Warriors here. Let's hope he's okay.
Good sportsmanship there by Grissom.
Ryan Ferris returns for the lead.
$40 seconds left. Now Hobson in the game, number 13. 44-31, favor of Guerin. Set to go 11-4 on the year. Covenant Christian with a loss will be 5-6, 0-3 in the league. And the league leaders will be Guerin Catholic at 4-0 in the Circle City. The Cathedral Irish await Guerin Catholic tomorrow night. Crystal House against Covenant next week in the tournament. 2 follow-ups, a third, and no field goal with 16 seconds to go.
I love it. Here at the end of the game, it's a 13-point game, essentially over. Coach Flatt is up, coaching the heck out of his kids. They make a good play and can't finish it. He's letting them know about it. And that's something that'll be addressed, I'm sure, in the film session and in the post-game talk.
Yeah, spoken like a former coach,
That's
right?
That's right.
We like to see that out there. Maybe the final possession. Granbury for 3, knocked it down. Now Granbury, 7 points in the game, and that'll do it. Two coaches exchange shaking hands and hugs as this one goes to Guerin Catholic 44-34. So after giving up the first 2 points of the game, Christoph, Guerin Catholic kind of took charge, didn't it?
Yeah, they had an explosive first quarter, and that was kind of it. Scored 18 of their 44 in that quarter. Got a 9-10 lead, and Covenant could never just really cut into it. I think maybe got it to 7 or 6 once. Guerin would push it back up as much as 15, and then it never really went one way or the other after that. And I think it's kind of a stalemate, if you will. There.
Well, my friend, enjoy the city tournament next Saturday with back-to-back semifinals. That'll be fun.
Oh, it'd be a great time. City tournaments, it was fun to coach in, and certainly fun to watch. Always great talent, great atmosphere at Tech High School, and so I'm looking forward to it.
And for Christoph Kendrick, Jim Barber, we appreciate you joining us today on IndianaSRN. Guerin Catholic wins it 44-34. So long from Noblesville.